Jesus saying it's finished, it tells another story. And today we're going to talk about that story. I'm going to jump in here again in Exodus chapter 25, and you see this mercy seat, which was pure gold, and it was a specific height and specific length. And this is very important, just so you know. Everything has a meaning. And this is something you have to understand above all else. When God is doing something in your life, every single aspect of your life has a point, has a purpose. Today, you're sitting in the seat you're sitting in because in God's economy of time, He ordained you to be where you are. At this moment, God is sovereign and in control of all things. You have to trust that because times come and then times go. And during those times, a lot of times, we struggle with God's care for us, with whether or not He has our best interest in mind. During those difficult times, we question, God, what are you thinking? Last week, we talked about Job and Christ. Today, we're going to talk about this seat called the mercy seat. And it's God fixing the problem, but He didn't fix it permanently. You see in verse 18, it says, you shall make how many cherubim of gold? 2 of hammered work. You shall make them at 2 ends of the mercy seat. He repeats this over, this interesting phrase, 2 cherubim, which we call 2 angels at both ends of this mercy seat. And it's just like, what in the world? It's like, it's so ethereal and other. Like, it seems like it has no relationship to my reality, to anybody's reality. Now today, where is the Ark of the Covenant? That's a big topic. Some people think the Ark is where? Somebody on earth. They may know where they think it is. Ethiopia. You know, there's a legitimate argument that the Ethiopians say they have the Ark, literally. I'm not even like joking. They say they have the Ark and they protect it with their lives. Now other people think the Ark is where? In heaven. Other people say it's in heaven. God took it, right? And like, wait a minute, the Ark, to be so important, just disappeared from redemptive history. And we're like, why would God let something that important just disappear? If it was our password, if it was our way of engaging with Him, why did He just let that go away? I'm glad you asked. Let's turn now to John, chapter 20. John chapter 20, something unique happens here. I had never seen this in my life until I studied the scripture a little bit more. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh my goodness. You mean this whole time God was preparing this whole system for this one moment? One moment. It says in verse 20, verse 1, it says, now the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene went to early. And while it was still dark, and saw that the stone had been taken away from the tomb, then she ran and came to Simon Peter and the other disciple whom Jesus loved and said, they have taken away the Lord out of the tomb, and we don't know where they laid him. Here we go, the good stuff. But Mary stood outside by the tomb weeping. And as she wept, she stooped down to look into the tomb. What did Mary see when she looked into the tomb? You see it now? She looks in, she saw 2 angels were sitting. Where are they sitting? They're sitting, somebody tell me. Somebody? Wait a minute, where did we hear this before? Well, and I'm like, and when I'm studying, I'm like, oh, my heart's going to do. I'm like, oh my gosh. Are you serious? Mary goes in and she sees something, and she sees 2 angels in white sitting, one at the head, the other at the feet, where the body of Jesus has lain. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's the mercy seat. That's the mercy seat. That is the place where God talks to the people. And I'm like, wait a minute, my gosh, are you telling me the whole time they had the ark, that it was pointed the entire time to this one moment? Listen, this one single moment. 1,500 years ago, they beat that ark together. The ark was moving here and wars. All these things were happening because, my goodness, Indiana Jones had the ark over somewhere in Germany, right? The ark's been everywhere. But the whole point of the ark was this simple moment. That Mary comes in, puts her head in, and she sees the two angels. That now you don't have to be in the temple, in the Holy of Holies, behind the veil on a certain day to have access to God. Now, because of Jesus Christ's death, we all have intimate access with God. How do you know that? Glad you asked. 13. Then they said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" It's a rhetorical question. The answer should be, she knows the answer. But she says, you know what? Because they have taken away my Lord. I don't even know where they laid him. 14. Now when she had said this, she turned around, and who did she see? Jesus. Standing right there. And you're like, wait a minute, why would they put that? Why would they put that right there? It goes on, it says, and did not know it was him. And Jesus said to her, "Woman, why are you weeping? Whom are you seeking?" She supposed him to be the gardener and said to him, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away." And Jesus said to her, "Mary." And all my life, I had no clue what that meant until I realized she had just been looking at the mercy seat, which historically only the high priest had access to God. And now, because Jesus was resurrected, all humanity had access to God, face to face. Mary. That's what the Bible's trying to tell you. Mary, you made it. You're in the presence. Now, you don't need to go to the temple. You don't have to worry about remembering the passwords. I'm here, face to face. Mary, it's finished.